Off camera, my friend was just saying the speed at which the years coming to an end is alarming, and I'm like, well, for people who have had it so smooth, you can actually say the year is coming to an end with a supersonic speed. But for those who are practically grinding, they think that this year will just not come to an end. All right, a very good afternoon to you, and welcome to another exciting moment on TV. The program is The Conversation, and my name is Salihu Ibrahim Kindo, your regular presenter. Last week, a lot happened last week. Not very good, because we are actually again in the news for the wrong reason. Kidnap here, kidnap there, and we're talking about children. It's really, really bad. But again, His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, showed for the records that he's actually in charge. He was supposed to be out of the country, but when that thing happened, he just aborted the trip and then came back, got all the security apparatus and all the people that are in charge to be on top of the game. And we're happy to see that at least, they've been able to nip some of the problems on the board. But that is just something that we really, really need to work on. We don't need somebody, an outsider, to jolt us from indifference or steer us from indifference to action. As a people, as a country, as a sovereign country, it's our responsibility to ensure, it's our responsibility to actually ensure that, we deal with everything that has to do with the security of lives and properties in this country. So very good afternoon. Like I said, the program is The Conversation. We usually start by reviewing what happened the week before. Just give you a highlight of what happened the week before. But again, we're still discussing culture. We're discussing culture, we're discussing tradition, and we're discussing what would actually put Nigeria on the front burner of international discourse. Now, as far as tourism is concerned, and one chiefdom in the Federal Capital Territory is blazing that trail. In the last 3 weeks, we've been talking about Jua. Today, we'll also be talking about Jua, but not the same guest. You meet my guest after this break. Good afternoon.
Masarautar kasar Juwa a gargashin jagorancin mai martaba sarkin Juwa Alhaji Idris Musa Juwa tana farin cikin sanar da dukkanin 'yan asalin kasar Juwa da sauran al'umma zuwa wajen taron bikin baje kolin al'adu da tarihi na kasar Juwa wanda ta saba gudanarwa shekara-shekara, wato Juwa Day Festival ganin kasar Juwa na shekara ta 2025 wanda za a gudanar ranar 7 ga watan Disamba na shekara ta 2025 a filin makarantar sakandare da ke garin Juwa da misalin karfe 9 na safe. Taron zai kunshi muhimman mutane da sarakuna daga sassa daban-daban na ciki da wajen kasar nan, inda za a gudanar da naɗe-naɗen sarauta da sauran bukukuwan al'adun gargajiya da Allah ya azurta a kasar Juwa da su. Allah ya bayar da ikon halarta, amin summa amin. Wannan sako ne daga injiniya Sani Muhammad Indanusa FNSE uban doman kasar Juwa, shugaban kwamitin tsare-tsaren bikin ranar baje kolin tarihi da al'adun gargajiya na kasar Juwa.
If you're just tuning in, you don't miss anything at all. I told you, usually when we start the program, we just go down memory lane, we look at what happened the week before, and then just give you a highlight of what happened, and then we'll come to the real deal. And the real deal is something big that is about to happen. It's not the first time, it's the 5th edition, but we'll continue to talk about it because, Jua is a trailblazer, when it comes to showcasing the culture, tradition, and the very good people of the Federal Capital Territory. Now, this afternoon, I have two very distinguished personalities in the studios, and they'll be talking about the festival. I have Alhaji Dr. Jamilu Ibrahim Sarkin Sudan. Good afternoon and welcome.
so thank you for having me.
All right. I also have His Excellency Ambassador Yahya Mohammed Kiabo Fegi and then Darman Jua. Good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon.
I'm fine, thank you. Well, it's so nice to have you. Incidentally, both of them are title holders, and the thing about the Jua Festival is that it's not just a display of culture, it's not just a display of tradition or the food or the people, but it's also an opportunity to honor those who have distinguished themselves in different ways, who have touched lives in different ways in the country. That is the turbaning of very distinguished Nigerians. And these two distinguished Nigerians have a privilege to be title holders in these all-important, chiefdom called the Jua Emirate Council. Let me start with you. So just with them, I'm not going to talk about the festival. Let's talk about, the turbaning. Not too long ago, His Eminence or His Royal Highness found you worthy, to be, honored, so to speak. Tell us, how does it feel, to be honored by His Royal Highness before we even go into the festival proper?
Well, I think good afternoon to all our viewers out there. Thank you once more for having me. It's been one of the greatest honors of my life to have been given this title of Sarkin Sudan of Jua. I've always heard of Sarkin Sudan, but then it was of Wurno. Okay. Ambassador Sheikh Malami there. Yeah. And incidentally, Ambassador Sheikh Malami was the chairman of my company, a foreign, an Australian software company based in Lagos. Yes. Ambassador Sheikh Malami was the chairman of the company. Okay. So he was Sarkin Sudan of Wurno. And now it was something else. It caught me by surprise. It was a great honor. Okay. And most importantly, what made it so special was that it's coming from an emirate with a great heritage. Okay. That's centuries old. Over 3 to 5 centuries old. That is an emirate that was forged. Not just by, you understand, by pen, but it was forged by blood, sweat and tears. Okay. By those who have gone before. Okay. Jua Emirate carved a niche for itself, carved an emirate for itself within the Abuja area, and from it and its history predates the pre-colonial era, predates the Fulani jihad, and it's the only emirate that, you understand what I'm saying, in Abuja today that is a chip of the old block. It's the only emirate that survived, you understand. It was first a vassal state of the Zazzau Emirate when it was seated in Zaria. Then it still became the vassal and a vassal state of Zazzau Emirate when its location changed to Suleja. And you understand, and after the creation of FCT, it became a full-fledged emirate on its own. Okay. So with such a heritage, with such a history behind it, it's a great honor to be honored, to be titled by Jua Emir, by his Royal Highness, you understand, the Emir of Jua.
Yeah, right. I'll come back to you. But again, you're not new to titles, definitely. You've been there, Nigerian ambassador, and about how many years ago now? 20, 30 years ago, and here you are again as an ambassador of the people of Jua, by your title, then the Jua. What was it like that day, when you came with who in this country, and you were turban? How did you feel?
So, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. So my dear brother has already said a lot of things. The Sarkin of Sudan, he have said a lot of things about the Jua Emirate Council. And again, during the turbaning ceremony, when you look at it, the person able to look at it, he has already said the history of the Emirate Council. It is quite in date. Okay. And secondly, also, I want us to look at even His Royal Highness himself. Okay. When you look at it, His Royal Highness is somebody who is a fantastic human being. He is somebody who has a focus. He's somebody who always look at the peace and stability of the people, peace and stability of the country.
That's true.
And he respects to the extent and recognize all the ethnics. And he recognized all the people at least who are doing the best among the people.
That's true.
So that's the reason why he always tried to pick the people who know that definitely they are alive when they are in the Emirates. It will touch the people of the Emirate, the Jua Emirate Council, and again, even to the country as a whole.
That's true.
So we are very, 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 very proud, and again we are very, very happy. The time when we know, the time when we hear that the Emir of Jua give us this type of titles, and he's always looking at from different angle of the country to make sure that he pick people who he know that definitely they are coming to assist the Jua people, the Jua Emirate Council, and again to Nigeria also as a whole.
Okay.
So he's doing all that, and even outside even the country, so many people are even look at the Emirates as one of the best Emirates in Nigeria.
Okay.
Because he don't have any biased mind on anybody.
Okay.
So he's doing all his best to make sure that at least he perform as much as he can to make sure that he uplifted the Jua Emirate Council, and again even to Nigeria as a whole. When you look at it, even this Jua International Festival, so you see it is not just an ordinary festival, just to say within Nigeria. We are calling it as Jua International Festival. So to know that it is going all over the world. So he's inviting and making sure that all over the world they know Nigeria, and again they know Jua Emirate Council. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much for that introduction and you know what it's like to be a title holder. Now let's go into the festival proper. You are the chairman of the finance committee, and you know, because I know that they set up a committee and you are the chairman of the finance committee. They give us an idea of, you know, what the festival means to Nigeria, what it means to the people of Jua, but most importantly is what it means to, you know, Nigeria. Because we're saying, okay, well, we need to start looking at alternative sources of income, you know, and tourism appears to be, you know, the low-hanging fruit. And Jua is doing something really, really big. Can you situate it within the context of foreign earning for the country?
Okay. It's thank you. It's a wonderful question. But permit me, before I talk about the revenue earning potential of the Jua Festival, permit me to say that at the time when Nigeria is so divided, at a time when Nigerians are so disorganized, at a time when Nigeria is virtually in disarray, there comes an emirate that has been able to bring people from different walks of life, from different corners of the country, you understand, from all tribes, all ethnicities, under one roof, you understand, to celebrate the culture, not just of the Jua people, but the culture of the Nigerian people. Because Jua Festival, you understand, reflects, you understand, all ethnicities are involved during the Jua Festival. And so it's a place, it's a melting pot. It's a place where all cultures are reflected, all cultures are celebrated, and that's one of the unique things about Jua Festival. Now, Abuja was set up as to be as a central point. You understand? That will be, so to say, you understand what I'm saying? Without, you understand, any leaning to any particular side, any of the three.
Like a virgin.
Not necessarily. I don't want to use that word because it's not a virgin.
It's not. That's the impression. Because there were people, and you know, from your analysis, I mean, Jua as an entity has actually existed for centuries before, you know, before Nigeria. Exactly. So, indeed, you understand, to have such a foresight, to have such understanding of the need for such a festival is one thing that I think the emir needs to be celebrated. He needs to be, you understand, he needs to be applauded. People need to recognize that there exists an emir
His Royal Highness, the Emir of Jua, who is able to, you understand, to bring Nigerians from all walk of life together.
Even the international community.
Even in the international community.
Yes.
Under his, you understand, his emirates, you understand, to come and celebrate their respective cultures in one, you understand, in one central location. And Abuja was set up precisely, you understand what I'm saying, as a point that is supposed to bring Nigerians to a uniting point for all Nigerians. And now he has tapped into that very, you understand what I'm saying, important vision of the founding father. Exactly. He has been able to tap into that vision. And I think that is really incredible. That is something that I think we all need to appreciate him for. We all need, because we should recognize as the chairman of the finance committee, I can tell you categorically that most of the functions of Jua Festival have been funded by the Emir himself before now. The greater part of all aspects of the festivals are being funded by him. He will save money, he will, you understand what I'm saying, in order to ensure that this festival happens no matter what. And for that, I think the enormous sacrifices he has made to ensure that this festival takes place year on year. For the past, I think this is the 5th festival we're having right now.
Yes, the 5th.
The 5th. So I think it is something that is worthy of commendation.
Okay.
So this for me, and then now coming back to the revenue potential to the country, I think, honestly speaking, nothing speaks, we already know the numbers. Okay. You understand? Nigeria, of course, definitely, for tourism, we know, is something that brings in visitors, that brings in a lot of this thing. But right now, we're doing it with a lot of so much bad press, you understand, that is centered on the country right now. And even right now, as we're celebrating this festival, Jua Festival, we are doing it with a sad heart, considering the fact that we know where some of our children are out there somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? In the bushes, you understand, in the hands of kidnappers, in the hands of terrorists, you understand, in the hands of bandits. And we really, our heart goes out to them. And every day we're on our prayer mats praying for God to touch the hearts of these people, to release them. You understand? We're praying that the Nigerian army, the Nigerian forces, the armed forces in general will have the upper hand, you understand, over this terrorists, you understand, and be able to rein in this problem so that before it gets out of hand. And that is our prayer for them. But nevertheless, while we continue to pray, you understand, we'll continue to prepare for our celebration. All right,
let me come back to Ambassador. You know, like I said, during your Sudan, a lot of people came, you know, and South Sudan has said is actually a melting pot, because it unites people, it brings people together and all that. You know, maybe we should look at it from the lens of somebody who has represented this country, you know, outside. You know, tourism and culture, is this something that we can actually export?
So when you look at it, my brother, it is very, very good indeed. Okay. Because the issue in any society or in any country, if they don't have a culture, okay, I don't think that society or that country, you can call it as a country whereby you can get more people to come into that country. Because culture, when you look at it, people value it seriously. That's true. As in human. So by exporting this or by doing all this, you know that you are even just calling the outsiders, directly or indirectly. Because there are so many people who have the interest of seeing a different thing which they don't even have it within them. You see, and fortunately enough, when you look at our cultures, nobody can even look at it from outside. Even inside, you cannot admire it. That's true. You can see even just a very small things when people are doing. You will see a lot of people, hundreds of people gathering just to see, because it is going to make them happy. That's true. So not even talk less, you are talking outside. So the moment when you look at the people outside, once they see it or once they saw it, they feel they develop interest. Okay. To see that definitely they wish even they can be there. Okay. So you see, by doing this, at least we are even inviting even outsiders. When they come to our country, they know our potentialities. Okay. And again, they would even respect us because we have a culture. That's true. You see, and again, sadly, again, when you look at it, even when they are coming, so it will even open a lot of ways to our people to interact with those people who are coming from outside, so that they can discuss so many issues, either in business or in any other thing. So you see, so it means that you see the people of the country, they can achieve, and again, they can benefit from the people who even come from outside.
That's true.
And the same also, the people who come from the outside, they can also benefit from our people.
Okay.
You see, because Almighty Allah blessed Nigeria with so many things. And some people, they didn't even know how to connect, even with the foreign partners or something like that. But by now, the foreign partners come in just to supervise or to have a look of our culture. So it means that you open a way for them.
Okay.
So it is very graceful.
All right, thank you very much. Now, on this note, we would want to take a break. When we come back, we'll look at some other aspect of, what we would expect from the Jua Festival. I know that Section Sudan is very passionate about the mini Doba. Is it micro mini Doba? He's also passionate about, how everything is going to happen there. We want you to assure our people the level of preparedness. But we'll take a break and take a message from, the Jua Festival. When we come back, you get to know the level of preparation for this international cultural festival. Don't go away, the program is The Conversation.
Masarautar kasar Juwa a gargashin jagorancin mai martaba sarkin Juwa Alhaji Idris Musa Juwa tana farin cikin sanar da dukkanin 'yan asalin kasar Juwa da sauran al'umma zuwa wajen taron bikin baje kolin al'adu da tarihi na kasar Juwa wanda ta saba gudanarwa shekara-shekara, wato Juwa Day Festival ganin kasar Juwa na shekara ta 2025 wanda za a gudanar ranar 7 ga watan Disamba na shekara ta 2025 a filin makarantar sakandare da ke garin Juwa da misalin karfe 9 na safe. Taron zai kunshi muhimman mutane da sarakuna daga sassa daban-daban na ciki da wajen ƙasar nan, inda za a gudanar da naɗe-naɗen sarauta da sauran bukukuwan al'adun gargajiya da Allah ya azurta a ƙasar Juwa da su. Allah ya bayar da ikon halarta, amin summa amin. Wannan sako ne daga injiniya Sani Muhammad Indanusa, FNSE, uban doman ƙasar Juwa, shugaban kwamitin tsare-tsaren bikin ranar baje kolin tarihi da al'adun gargajiya na ƙasar Juwa. Masarautar kasar Juwa a gargashin jagorancin mai martaba sarkin Juwa Alhaji Idris Musa Juwa tana farin cikin sanar da dukkanin 'yan asalin kasar Juwa da sauran al'umma zuwa wajen taron bikin baje kolin al'adu da tarihi na kasar Juwa wanda ta saba gudanarwa shekara-shekara, wato Juwa Day Festival ganin kasar Juwa na shekara ta 2025 wanda za a gudanar ranar 7 ga watan Disamba na shekara ta 2025 a filin makarantar sakandare da ke garin Juwa da misalin karfe 9 na safe. Taron zai kunshi muhimman mutane da sarakuna daga sassa daban-daban na ciki da wajen ƙasar nan, inda za a gudanar da naɗe-naɗen sarauta da sauran bukukuwan al'adun gargajiya da Allah ya azurta a ƙasar Juwa da su. Allah ya bayar da ikon halarta, amin summa amin. Wannan sako ne daga injiniya Sani Muhammad Indanusa, FNSE, uban doman ƙasar Juwa, shugaban kwamitin tsare-tsaren bikin ranar baje kolin tarihi da al'adun gargajiya na ƙasar Juwa.
Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, okay, well, we're midway into the program, so but again, you still have the opportunity of really knowing, having a feel of what the Jua International Festival is all about. Let me go straight to Second Sudan. Okay, so for the benefit of those who probably will be joining us now, just joining us, or those who will be wondering, okay, this festival that they are talking about is international. Give us the international coloration of this festival, and also there's a brief idea of what the thing is going to look like.
Okay, thank you. Jua Festival, God willing, has actually expanded.
Okay.
That's why it's actually run now by a full-fledged organization called the Jua International Festival for Arts and Culture.
Yeah.
And also, for the first time, we are having, you understand, some people, some dignitaries, foreign dignitaries, that are going to be, you understand what I'm saying, turbanned on that day.
Okay.
Are going to be among the awardees. We have one from Cuba. We have one from South Africa.
Okay.
And then again, Joseph Festival, like I said, it's actually because culture is something that people love, people relish, people want to associate with, and people want to imbibe. And it's something. That's why culture is such a hot cake to sell. It's why culture is so appealing to everybody. And now, for the first time, you are having with all these challenges, the security challenges we are having all across the country, whereby you can no longer travel freely, without some kind of fear or trepidation. You can now come to one central location and witness the cultures of all people of Nigeria. Oh, really? You understand? Without you, if you don't need to go to Cairo to witness the Doba, you don't need to go to, you understand what I'm saying, to travel to, you understand, to Igbo land to go and witness the Aro Chukwu festival. You don't need to go to the, you understand what I'm saying, the Yoruba land to witness one or the other festival. You understand? All you need to do is just come to Jua festival, and they will all be there on display. You'll be able to serve all the various tribes we have in the understanding country. I want to experience their culture.
When you say Doba, the director, can you give us an idea of what a Doba is? Give us a definition of what a Doba is.
Yeah, a Doba is actually it's a should I call it a horse riding? That's what I'm saying. Affair, where some turbaned people or dignitaries within the, you understand what I'm saying? Actually, it's not everybody. It's not usually open to everybody. You understand? Because these are people who are seasoned, who are professionals, who know how to ride horses, who can control horses in any situation. They can control those animals, and then they go into riding. You understand, for the fun of it, to celebrate, to showcase their culture, showcase their expertise. You understand what I'm saying? And their capacities to be able to handle and ride the horses, to the admiration of the people. Okay. And so that's what you're going to witness.
Ambassador, you probably also let us into the Doba theme, because we see a lot of beautiful colors. Different colors, and you see the horses are okay. I think it's also on TV there for people to see, but I'm sure you want to lend your voice to what it's like to have a Doba.
No, you see, to be honest and sincere, even having that one, so it makes somebody to feel happy. That is even what makes so many people, at least to see a horse, somebody riding a horse, controlling a horse, doing so many things with a horse. So even that one, that definitely it is something.
Okay.
Somebody to be happy and again to know how manage. But it's only because of the culture. It is our culture. So and when you look at it, even the outsiders, those are the things which always normally give them the interest just to come to the country to witness all these type of things, because they don't have it in their country. And again, the more they see it, how a human being is controlling horse as he wish. And again, they see even a different dress, different colors, different so many things. So it makes them feel happy, feel relaxed. You see, even when they come even with their praises or with whatever, the moment they see that entertainment, so it makes them happy. And they may always even like to see, to hear when that type of daba or when that type of activities is going to be. So you see, so it means that you are putting more and more and more and more people to like your country, again to come to your country, to associate your people, and again to interact, and again even to have your confidence, and there are so many things to do with the people.
That's true.
Do you understand? So that's the reason why, let me give just a certain examples what always happen, let's say like in Kano. You see, when you look at the Kano Daba and so many things, people come from all over the world.
Yes.
So, especially as of now, as my brother was saying, that the Sarkin Sudan, you see, as far as this time around, we are having a lot of challenges in terms of security issues.
Yes.
So you see, even the people there are so many people who they don't even want to travel out.
Yes.
Because of the insecurity.
That's true.
And we pray to Almighty Allah to intervene. But you see, when you look at it, they may always like to know, it's okay, if I didn't travel, what am I going to be doing? And again, it is the time of celebration.
Yes.
It is the time when our brothers and sisters are celebrating their Christmas.
That's true.
So at least, if somebody know, if I travel, I'm going to face so many challenges. Either financially or insecurity, or so many other things. But now look at what the Emir and the Emirates trying to do. So at least it is something for the whole Nigeria.
That's true.
At least when you are talking about Igbo, you are talking about Yoruba, you are talking about Hausas, about so different tribes that are going to be there in Jua. That was grace during the festival.
Okay.
So it means that it is another way out for Nigerians, or the people especially who are living even within the federal capital territory, Abuja. At least they can come there and enjoy themselves.
Okay.
I hope you understand.
I do, thank you.
And I know definitely the more they see it, so they can even forget so many things. They cannot say, because I don't have money because of insecurity, I cannot travel to my village, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. But the moment when they go there, at least they will feel relaxed.
That's true.
They know that this is another alternative.
That's true.
Which the Emir of Jua is offer for Nigeria.
That's true.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Let me come back to you. So this would then, I'm sure that you have a program lined up for this Jua festival. Nigerians will want to know.
Okay. Yes. Part of the programs we have for that day, that are lined up for that day, we have the famous Gani festival.
Okay.
You understand? Rawan Gani,
okay,
which will see the Emir come out himself in his traditional attire.
Okay.
You understand? Because not the normal attire that you all know, but the Jua local traditional attire.
Okay.
That's the regalia of the people of Jua. You understand? He will come out in those costumes and he'll be out to celebrate with the people, dance with the people, and you understand, and honor the people.
Okay.
And then after that, we'll now have, you understand what I'm saying, of course, some other traditional dancers that are going to be performing throughout. We are going to have, of course, the Doba, which is going, and again, one thing I want to emphasize about the Doba, you see, Doba, where, if you know, countries normally showcase their weaponry.
Yes.
Every year, time to time they celebrate, and either the Armed Forces Day or whatever, you understand, they just come out to celebrate their weaponry. Now, the Doba, this was the weapon of the past.
Yes.
This was the celebration. We are celebrating the warriors of Jua. Okay. That particular, they come out in their horses, in their regalia, to show that we are honoring those people who have gone before, who fought on horseback to make sure they carve that kingdom for us. So, and for that reason, we have to honor them. So, Doba is one of the ways in which we honor those who have gone before.
And when is this celebration?
It's coming up on the 7th of December, God willing, inshallah.
2027?
2025.
Oh, 2025. Yes. So we're just 2 weeks to the celebration.
Exactly, inshallah.
Inshallah, I'm going to be there. And if you're watching, I know that you're going to be there. One last word from you, Ambassador, before we go. Talk to the Nigerians. Invite them to this celebration, please.
So, to be honest and sincere, I'm not even myself in particular. The Emirates, and again the title holders in Emirates, in Jua Emirate Council. And we are inviting each and every Nigerians, even outside Nigerians, to come and witness this great Jua International Festival. So that I know the more they see it, maybe the next coming December they will say, I'm not even traveling to go to my village. Yes. So I'm appealing, and we are welcoming each and every people and each and every society, each and every ethnics, each and every whatever. So people are seriously being welcome to come and attend these our great occasions, this our great day, and again to celebrate even with His Royal Highness during that day.
Thank you very much.
By the 7th of December, around 10 o'clock in the morning, by God's grace,
all should leave there.
Yes, definitely.
One last word.
Yes, like my colleague has just stated, I'm welcoming you all to join that day. I expect all people, residents of Abuja, to turn up en masse to the Jua International Festival, which takes place on the 7th of December, and it starts actually by 9 o'clock. So be there.
Indefatigable engineer Ndanusa, Salihu Ndanusa, who will be there to welcome members of the press, and of course the co-chair Dr. Ibrahim will also be there, and all the planning committee members will be there. So members of the press come and ask questions on the 1st of December, and on the 7th is the main celebration, isn't it?
Yes.
All right. So thank you very much for investing your time with us. My name is Salihu Ibrahim Kindo. I would see you same time, same station next week. By the way, next week I'll have the two chairs, the chair and the co-chair on this side of the divide. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Good afternoon.
Thank you.